The office of Parker Enterprises buzzed with the usual Monday morning energy. Employees were rushing in with coffee cups and papers, some exchanging small talk, while others avoided eye contact with the towering figure of Mr. Raymond Parker, the CEO, known for his cutthroat approach. Amid the chaos, an overlooked presence moved quietly, a middle-aged black cleaning lady named Clara. Clara had worked at Parker Enterprises for nearly 20 years. Every desk she wiped, every trash bin she emptied, and every hallway she polished carried the silent testimony of her dedication. But to many of the employees, Clara was invisible. She was just the cleaning lady. Some even mocked her when she wasn't looking. "Must be nice to work here for decades and still not move up," a young intern once whispered, earning chuckles from his colleagues. Clara pretended not to hear, but the sting lingered. She wasn't ashamed of her work. It paid the bills and kept her son, Jamal, in college. What most people didn't know, however, was that Clara carried a secret, one that would soon shake the very foundation of Parker Enterprises. One late evening, Clara was cleaning the executive conference room after a board meeting. A stack of documents was left behind, and as she tidied up, her eyes caught something alarming, a proposal that showed unethical financial practices. Parker Enterprises was funneling funds into offshore accounts to evade taxes. Clara's instincts told her to leave it alone, but her conscience wouldn't allow it. After careful thought, she discreetly made copies of the documents and decided to consult her son, Jamal. "Mom, this is serious," Jamal said, scanning the papers. "You need to take this to someone who can do something about it." "But what if they fire me? This job is all we have," Clara replied, fear evident in her voice. "Sometimes doing the right thing comes with risks, Mom. But if you don't speak up, who will?" With her heart pounding, Clara submitted the evidence anonymously to a government regulatory agency. Weeks went by and life seemed normal, though Clara couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. Then the storm hit. Federal agents arrived at Parker Enterprises, launching a full-scale investigation. Employees were stunned as news broke that the company's CEO, Raymond Parker, was implicated in a massive fraud case. The once untouchable Mr. Parker was now facing prison time. With Raymond Parker's arrest, the company went through a leadership crisis. To everyone's surprise, Clara received a personal summons from the board of directors. "Why would they want to see me?" Clara asked Jamal, her voice trembling. "Maybe they know you're the whistleblower," he said. "Go, Mom. You've got nothing to lose." As Clara entered the boardroom, she was met with unfamiliar yet respectful gazes. One of the board members spoke up. "Clara, we owe you a debt of gratitude. Your actions saved this company from total collapse." Clara was speechless. She had always been invisible to these people, but now they were looking at her with respect. "We've reviewed your history here," another member said. "Your loyalty, integrity, and work ethic are unparalleled. We'd like to offer you a position in operations management." Clara's jaw dropped. Operations management? But I'm just the cleaning lady. "No, Clara," the board member replied firmly. "You are so much more." Months later, Clara was thriving in her new role. Under her leadership, the company began rebuilding its reputation. One day, she received news that made her pause. Raymond Parker, now out on bail, had applied for a consulting position. When his application landed on Clara's desk, she couldn't help but smile. The man who once wouldn't have even glanced at her was now seeking her approval. She penned a polite but firm response. "Thank you for your interest, Mr. Parker. Unfortunately, your qualifications do not meet the standards we are looking for." As Clara hit send, she leaned back in her chair, reflecting on how life had come full circle. The cleaning lady who had been laughed at was now the one calling the shots.